Hello everyone, and welcome to a cozy winter day in our lives. So I hope you enjoy coming along with us in this winter little spell that we had a couple days here. So we're going to start in the evening, and as you've seen the wintry weather that we have been having, we decided soup would be really good and taste really yummy on this evening. So if you remember, in a previous video I had made some cheeseburger soup and put some of it in the freezer, so that was super easy to get out, warm up, and we had some delicious and filling soup for us on this evening. Then I also just sliced up some bread for us, some bread that I had gotten out of the freezer as well. And that kind of finished up our evening on this day. One thing that I've been enjoying doing in the evenings after everyone is kind of down for the night and it's nice and quiet out here in the kitchen is this diamond painting, and I got this really big, really pretty picture off of Amazon, and I've been working on it here evenings just when I have time. It's super fun. I think it's, for myself, it's really relaxing. I've been hoping I can get this picture done in time for like around Easter time, and then I'm hoping to hang it up above the coffee bar. So I'm working on this evening and just getting some more done here. It's kind of like a paint by numbers, but with these little diamond pieces. Basically, you have your numbers and letters here on the picture, and then you find the correct diamond that matches with that number or letter, and in the end, it makes this really pretty picture. You have your background, of course, as you can see the background photo, and then once you put your diamond color on top, it just really pops. So I can't wait to get this hung up and see how it looks on the wall, and it's a pretty perfect picture for Easter. It's a photo of the resurrection morning, so I love that one for this spring and over Easter time. So here is kind of what I got done this evening, just a little bit more. I'm kind of trying to go from left to right, getting it all done that way. Alright, and the next morning here now, we're going to start off the morning with some coffee. Again, today was a super cold day. Very unusual for our area to have this cold. It's just really bitter cold outside. The children, it's almost even too cold for them to go outside and enjoy the snow. It's just they go outside for a little bit and come right back in because they get cold so fast. So we're going to start off the morning with a good warm breakfast. Jameson didn't have any school today because of the snowy and slippery roads. So we're going to just enjoy the day today at home with the family. I decided to make some burritos this morning, just with some eggs, and then putting some cheese and bacon on a couple of tortillas, and then putting those fried eggs in the middle over our cheese, and then we're going to just fry the burrito a little bit in the pan just to get them nice and warm and get them toasty. Next thing that I wanted to do was make some suet for the birds. Something that I don't do very often, but it's just something nice to do for the birds. And I didn't really have all the incorporate ingredients that I would have liked to have. Like I would have liked to use maybe like bacon grease for the shortening, but I didn't have any on hand, so we're just going to use shortening, and then we're just melting this. And once that is all melted, we're going to go in and add in peanut butter, and then I'm also adding in some oatmeal. I put in some cornmeal as well. And then I'm just adding some things that I had on hand, like some raisins, and then of course some black oil sunflower seeds. And then we're just going to get that mixed in really well here in our pan. Next, we can go ahead and just add that onto our sheet pan. I put some wax paper down first of all. So we're going to just spread this out on our sheet pan, and then we'll put this into the freezer for an hour or two to get it hardened, and then we'll cut it. For lunch, we decided to make some soft pretzels. I was kind of hungry for that. So we're going to go ahead and get the dough mixed together, and then we're going to let it rise. Once our dough had risen, we're going to start rolling out our soft pretzels. And I did a couple like regular soft pretzels, but mostly I just did like pretzel bites. They're easier to make, and it seems like it goes a little bit quicker. And when you're doing them by yourself, it's just a lot easier to just do pretzel bites, and they're really good that way as well. So we're going to make a couple regular pretzels, but the rest will just be little pretzel bites. And then of course we're dipping it into our soda water before we put it out on the sheet pan and sprinkling them with some pretzel salt. Next, I'm going to be making some cheese sauce for our pretzels once they're baked, and just adding in some flour to my butter before I add in my milk. And then we're going to let this get to boiling temperature before we take it off of the burner, and then we'll add in our cheese. And here is our pretzels and pretzel bites. We're going to eat these early afternoon. They were a hit, delicious. And then next we'll work on our little suet for the birds. I'm going to get that out and then just get that cut up into pieces so that it fits into our little suet feeder. The rest of these little suet blocks I'm going to just wrap up in some plastic wrap, and then I'll keep these in the freezer to keep them fresh so we can refill our suet feeder once we need to. Then we all bundled up to take our suet and bird feed out to the birds. It was super cold. We didn't stay out here very long, and while we were outside, the snowplow went past our house, which is a very unusual sight for us. So we filled up the bird seed, the feeders with the bird seed, and then left the suet feeder out there. I didn't really have a good place to hang it yet, and it was too cold to stay out there too long, so we just put it there on the floor. Hopefully the birds will find it and enjoy it. In the evening, I spent some time doing some sewing. I have some dresses that I need to get sewn. Chloe needs some more dresses, and I need some as well. So I just spent some time at the sewing machine trying to get some of that stuff done. And then finished off the evening with just cleaning up some things out here in the kitchen and just putting some things away before we settle down for the evening. So thanks so much for coming along with me on this winter day with us, and I hope you enjoyed the video today, and I will see you next time. Bye.